We got two more comments for y'all tonight. On deck, we got Lauren Moody coming up on the stage right now. Give it up for Pipes, everybody. Mr. Pipes.
Winter Twins. Somebody leave this up here by mistake?
Yeah.
Good. Because if you did it on purpose, I'd be very disappointed. I'm waiting.
I don't really give a shit. I was just using it for comic effect.
Yeah.
For myself, obviously. Wow, it's pretty hot. Wow. All right. I ask this at the beginning almost every time. Has anybody heard about the Bermuda Square? No? Have you?
Triangle.
The triangle, yes, but that's kind of fallen off the map. So, continuing on, you know, I mean, somebody talked, oh yeah, period panties, and I got to thinking, yeah, that was when I was younger. I didn't mind it so much, no matter how mean or irritable they would get when they were on the period. I always knew that, got another 30 days reprieve, no babies. Now, you know, that older, it doesn't really matter too much. You like my new, want some candy coat?
Yeah.
Yes, and, okay. Now, I'm sure you guys heard about the TV show called Jack or Jill. It's about transgender, and it's a game show that celebrity judges try to figure out if the person's gone gender change or not. So it's on cable or internet or something, and I'm watching it. It was all just a bunch of yelling and arguing, and finally one of the judges ran up to the contestant, because you can't really see him because they're behind like a screen, and said, honey, you just can't, we can't do this. You can't be a contestant on the show. You're just going to be too ugly of a woman. And that's when you hear, why do you think I changed? Think about it. Yeah, I know. Okay. When's the last time anybody shit your pants? Come on, it's a contest. We got prizes. Okay, you're gonna shit your pants sooner or later. Don't try and stop it. This is medical advice, because if you try and stop it, you're gonna ruin it for everybody else. So just enjoy it, or those blue bears from television are gonna be there and they're gonna take care of your living room. So enjoy the go. Yes, I'm sponsored by Sherman. Well, I hope anyway. Anybody have a imaginary friend when they were growing up? Yeah, it's okay. There's no judging going on. Well, I had imaginary friends, and I needed to have people I could talk to, because nobody could keep up with me. I had way too much talking when I was a kid. But I ended up having an imaginary girlfriend. Anybody have an imaginary girlfriend? You poor bastards. That's really too bad. You really should have done that, because it really is good. But now I can't get rid of her. So I don't know what I'm going to do. We talked about pot smoking tonight. I've been smoking pot over 45 years now. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And anyway, so I was shaving before I came over, and it was taking forever, and I about rubbed myself raw because I kept on seeing what I thought was a hair, and there was a fucking scratch on the mirror. That's the last time I don't fucking smoke pot before I shave. Okay. Yeah, I got my notes in my hand here. You know those little temperature guns, not the little thermometer type thing, but the one you can like point to get the temperature or something. That is going to help more guys get laid. Because we all were like, is she into me? Is she liking it? Is she getting hot? Is she lying to me? And she really is turned on? Well, this way you use that temperature gun and you just kind of point it a couple of places and find out, you know, if your temperature's going up. So if the temperature's going up, that means that she's getting excited. Either that or she got one hell of a yeast infection. That's Metaclip sound. Okay, and let's see. One of the things I like talking about things that I did before I started doing the stand-up, and I did a lot of practicing with a much softer crowd than the people that come to comedy shows. Motorcyclists. Yeah, I used to do all kinds of motorcycle events and tons of them. 13 states, 14 years, something like that. Hundreds and hundreds of events. But it all got started with this thing called the Dragon Challenge. It was a motorcycle drag racing machine. And you had two motorcycles side by side that would be strapped in, and they're on a cycle line, and they would go racing. We had a computer programming for everything. This was back in 2005. And when computers first started to be fucked up and worthless because of shit like search engine optimization. That's another whole story. But with this drag race machine, what it was done was to highlight the 4-valve head for the Harley Davidson Evo motor. And it's better than 2 valves because you've got, instead of 2 1/8, you've got 3 inches of intake because you've got 2.5-inch valves. So it increases all kinds of stuff. The torque was like 1-to-1 instead of the lower, and just amazing amount of stuff. So I was trying to come up with some kind of funny ass thing to make a sale, or to talk about these things, and how to make them understand the whole 1.5 and 2 1/8. So I would tell them, I says, okay, here's a way to tell you guys. You take your mouth, and if you suck real hard with your mouth real small, like 1.5 inches, boy, you really get that volume going, it just goes. But that big 2 1/8, it takes a lot of push or a lot of pull to get any kind of traction. And so I tell them, so that's why you've gotten good blowjobs, and I've never gotten a good blowjob. Good night, guys, that's my time. And I just made that all, well, it was a true story, but first time I ever shared that.
Pipes, everybody. Pipes. You guys, I'll tell you real quick. You know what they call Marvel and DC in Japan? You know what they call that? Superhero Shima. That joke kind of bombed, but that's okay. I mean, stay true to the show.